Pete Rose minus Ipe plus Crow plus a flex emoji is the Jackson Holiday we were wanting so far. Of course, we're talking about Pete Crow-Armstrong, who was called up to fill in the ever so commonly injured Cody Bellinger, and for his first plate appearance on Wednesday was a rocket shot to right field, no doubter, home run, and it made it his first hit. Yes, I bought the Tops Now card, and yes, he's now on my fantasy baseball team. That's 3-0 by the way. And yes, the Cubs are now the second team with a prospect to start and have him perform beyond expectations. Welcome back to the Touching Bases podcast. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and if you're returning, thanks for clicking on the probably super confusing thumbnail. P hit an average of 293 with 38 home runs, 154 RBIs, 76 stolen bases, and an OPS of 871 in his minor league career, and he was number 22 out of the top 100 prospects in baseball and number 2 in the Cubs organization, now of course being the number 1. Compared to Jackson Holiday, I'm not sure why he isn't making headlines even after his debut. Speaking of Holiday, for the third time in this video, Orioles optioned him back down to AAA. Yeah, he kind of blew it, but I don't want you to count him out. Holiday will be back and he will perform. I'm guessing it's going to be identical to Jeter because it seems like the same storyline and Willie Mays. Let's get back on track. Thus far, Peter Raven Hercules is batting a .429 for his first 2 games in 2024, which is right where he left off in AAA. Can he sustain it? I don't know. I can't tell the future, obviously, but the pressure comparison to the number 1 prospect is significantly less. Granted, from the videos I have seen, Pete reminds me of like a Bryce Harper, good under pressure, so I doubt there will be a dip in his performance, unlike Harper, who goes 3 for 3 whenever he goes for a hitless streak of 17 or more. By the way, congrats Bryce Harper on his 3rd baby. Pete seems to be a good powerhouse that can use the whole field. He has wheels and ultimately can earn himself a spot in the outfield if he can keep this up. Will he knock out Bellinger? Unlikely, since Bellinger was hitting 226, 320, and a 440 with an OPS of 760 and 5 home runs and only a 15% strikeout rate before breaking again. Yeah, and I mean literally, he fractured a rib. But could Buffbird fill another spot in the lineup to continue his hot bat? Seiya Suzuki is also out with an injury for his oblique, and that leaves Ian Happ and Mike Tauchman, which begs the question of what happens when Bellinger comes back. Tauchman is batting .297 with 2 home runs and a slugging percentage of .491. For you advanced stat nerds, he's putting up 164 WRC+, 18.7% strikeout rate, and his OPS is a 928. For those who don't care or don't know what that means, the OPS is the on-base plus slugging combined. Ian Happ is batting .238 with 23% strikeout rate and only 109 WRC+, but still a very good glove in the outfield and looking for his 3rd Gold Glove here in 2024. Last is Matt Mervis, who is the DH after being called up with only 6 at-bats and 7 plate appearances, but he struck out 3 times and is yet to get a hit. If this continues, then I would say move Cody Bellinger to DH and leave Pete Raven Tour de France out in the outfield with his range and his obvious ability to catch balls, unlike Bellinger a couple days ago who missed one at the wall. Pete Soaring Astronaut is currently batting .429. But wait, Touching Bases podcast guy, that's from 2 games. Well, yeah, but with a home run, only 2 strikeouts, and 4 RBIs and 4 plate appearances in 2 games with a WRC plus of 257, his OPS is 1.286 and his slugging is at 857. If he can continue this, he will be the replacement for Cody Bellinger, and the Cubs could potentially trade Bellinger for pitching to assist Assad and Shota Imanaga. I know the other guys in the rotation are doing okay, but I haven't watched them, so I have no comment. In the meantime, we will just decide to keep Cody Bellinger in the DH to prevent him from getting injured again, and you can have a full and very capable outfield. What do you guys think? Could Bellinger be looking at replacement? Is it too soon to say? Could he just be a permanent DH? Is it too soon? What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Like the video if you made it this far. And just for Cubs fans, I'll leave you off with this. I am going to a Padres game, so I will see you guys later. The Cubs are gone.